Have you been injured in California? You've seen a doctor's providing you temporary work restrictions, and you're wondering, what do I do? What are my obligations? What are my employer's obligations? Hi, my name is Michael Burgis. I'm a legal certified specialist in California workers' compensation. I'm a trial attorney, and I'm the managing attorney of MB&A. A quick overview. When an injured worker in California provides temporary work restrictions to their employer, they are legally obligated to, one, effectively communicate with their employer as to their ability to work. Two, they have to diligently maintain and go to all medical appointments and again, effectively communicate any changes in those work restrictions. And then three, it's important to always have a willingness to work within those work restrictions so that you don't run at risk of job abandonment or termination. On the employer side, the employer has much more legal obligations in this scenario. First, they have to effectively communicate with their employee. In fact, they have to, quote unquote, engage in an individual interactive process, and they are legally obligated to make all reasonable accommodations unless it represents an undue burden on the employer. And it's the employer's obligation, if they're indicating that it's an undue burden to make that reasonable accommodation, they have to conduct a timely investigation at that time to show that. Now, if there are permanent work restriction and it's the employer's assertion or position that they cannot effectively make those accommodations because it is an undue burden, well then they're essentially laying off their employee. They have a whole host of additional obligations like providing their last paycheck, all accrued benefits, COBRA notices. If they paid for medical, they have to then give the employee the right to purchase that on their own. And then of course, an individual employee would be entitled to unemployment in that scenario. And of course, the employer has to pay a percentage of that. Now again, this is just a general recap and overview. Links below, I have individual videos going into what the employee's obligations are and what the employer's obligations are. And of course, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to give us a call. We do have the answers. We're standing by and we're here to help.